So I watched the drama today and wanted to talk about some of the music references and the score and the use of sound from the film. We got to see the power of music when Emma had a song that she would play when Charlie gets annoyed, I believe it was. And when the photographer was, she could pick up on the fact that, you know, the smiles were not giving, the photos weren't coming out nice. Like, she picked up on a nervous, awkward energy from them both. Obviously, she didn't know the cause of it, but she picked up on that nervous energy. So I love how she thought, okay, like, let me use music to change their state of mind, to have more of an authentic smile, because right now it is not giving. And yeah, I just love that about the photographer. You could tell she was all about providing a great service and just wanted the best outcome for them both. But I was surprised when she was saying how she wants them to smile, and then this was the last song I expected to play. Try Sleeping with a Broken Heart by Alicia Keys. That was the last song I expected to play. Like, when I think of the lyrics, I don't even know if it's a happy song or not. But like the melody, I feel like it sounds depressing. What song would you play if you were a photographer, you were trying to get people to smile? I'm trying to think, what's like a classic, like maybe like that L is for the way you look at me. When you're smiling, Michael Bublé. What's the song like really gets you to smile? I don't know, some sort of like reggae, Don't Worry, Be Happy. I don't know, but I just did not expect that Alicia Keys song, and I don't know if that was done for like a juxtaposing effect, or if like the music supervisor genuinely thought like that is a song that would make them smile. Like, I don't know. At the same time, I'm grateful that they used that song, because it's not a song that I listen to often, and I kind of had forgotten about that song, so I've been like singing it. The use of sound was interesting, obviously, because Emma was deaf in one ear, so how they would play around with the sound, so it's almost like we are hearing or stepping into her shoes or stepping into her ear. We can kind of empathize with her. The DJ character, not the one who was smoking heroin, the other one, the replacement that came in, I liked his character. I love how passionate he was. I love like a fellow geek, a fellow nerd. I loved that about him. But what I found interesting was when he was like, the most important thing about a DJ, what did he say? The most important part of a DJ is showing up, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that's the most important part of a DJ. The thing I think is kind of the most important, or one of the most, I don't think the most, but something that I think is important when it comes to being a DJ is being able to deal with unpredictable situations. And that can range from, say, you've got a set planned and then you're playing it to a crowd and they're not feeling it. Because of your skills, your music knowledge, you're able to switch it up with the quickness, and you're still able to deliver a great set and kind of like find the energy and vibe of the crowd and mix it up. I feel like that's a skill. And it was just funny in the movie when they were like talking about guns, and then you hear like a gunshot sound, and you know, I thought it was about to get mad up in there. I love the way how it cuts to the DJ and he was like, oh sorry, these weren't the cables like I asked for. That was just funny, because like it added kind of comic relief in a way. And I thought it was just kind of ironic, because my man's talking about the most important thing is showing up. But yeah, you showed up. But I feel like he's like, oh, I didn't have the cables I asked for. But really, if you're a skilled DJ and really about your craft, you should kind of be able to work with any equipment, or, you know, just figure it out. And yeah, that's kind of like the main things. I mean, it was cool. The use of woodwind instruments and strings was very persistent throughout the movie. I thought that was an interesting musical choice. And apart from that, I don't really have anything else to add. Like, the score wasn't like mind blowing. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is like the best thing I've ever heard. This is so cool, so thought provoking, so amazing. Like, it didn't have that effect on me. Before I did go and watch it, I did look on Apple Music to see if there was a score that we could listen to, and there is. So I'll definitely go check that out. But I didn't want to like look at what the titles of the songs were called or the music, because I didn't want like any kind of spoilers. And I feel like if you look at a soundtrack before going to the cinema, you might be able to decipher like what's gonna happen in the movie. So I just wanted to know if the soundtrack existed, and it did. What were your thoughts on the movie? What were your thoughts on the use of music and sound? Please do let me know.